I really, really enjoyed it. The realism of time is painful in this Food Nanny. I totally agree. When you set a task off, I mean, yeah, I can make a hat in like 5 seconds, but at the same time, when I set a batch of soup off going and I have to make 40 of them, and you sat there watching the screen and it just goes on and on and on. It's kind of painful. So yes, if anyone can explain what was going on with Outriders and why it was suddenly announced on Game Pass when as far as I know, it's always been on Game Pass, do let me know, because that baffled me. I didn't get it on any other platform. Can't have done. It wasn't on Epic Games. Or if it was, I didn't. No, it was definitely Game Pass where I played it, or at least through the Microsoft Store. You're currently making 100 meat and gravy. Yeah, it's awful. The cooking one feels the worst to me. You sat there just watching the timer tick by. I was right, wasn't I, with the time? It's going to be night time by the time these coifs are finished. Someone's made a mistake, I think. So the gift card was a buy what you want card. Some were left over from Christmas and they expire today, so might as well use it, I thought. Oh, definitely. Yeah. I used to do, or get invited to do these surveys for YouTube, and it's like paid research. They reached out to YouTubers who use the platform, and had all sorts of levels of channel size, from people who were just starting all the way up to like really big ones. And the channel I had, my original one with 50k, was somewhere in the middle. And they used to offer you a gift card, like $60, $70 or $80, that you could redeem at a variety of places. And it was quite good. I'd usually have to do like an hour's... Oh, nice, we got the crafting up. Do an hour's interview live with someone who worked for Google, ask me loads of things, and they would show me like layouts. And so this is what we're thinking of trying on like your analytics page or your videos page. What do you think of it? What do you think when you first see this picture? And it's that sort of feedback stuff. And it's quite good, because one of the things you could redeem with these cards were just Amazon gift cards. So essentially I was getting like $60 or $70 for an hour of my time, which I'm quite happy with that. That was quite good. And it just went straight onto my Amazon account to use for things I buy for the business anyway. So it worked out quite well. You don't think it was on the PC side of Game Pass until the other day. You may have gotten the code for the Xbox store on PC. They've done that with a lot of games on competing platforms. Since Steam has the game, they typically don't have it available for free on PC side of Game Pass. Maybe I did get the code for the Xbox store. I'll have a look at the review I did, because it'll say in there. I'll have put in the description or in the opening part of the video, I was sent this code for free to review the game. Or I've sent this code for review, I usually put. I don't do sponsored reviews, in case anyone's asking, because a sponsored review isn't a review, it's an advert, and therefore it is slightly tainted. Nothing wrong with sponsored content, but you can't give I don't think you can give a balanced review if you're getting paid for it. So, what do I want? I was thinking of Cooking Expert, because it takes so long. The Builder, slower durability, loss of hammers. I'm tempted to go with that, you know. We've got the cooking knowledge up, so that's maxed. The sewing knowledge would speed things up. But the speed, it is the speed. Actually, you don't get that big a bonus. It's only another 5% faster crafting, which helps, but I mean, 5% of 5 seconds is not a big time saving, is it? We'll go with sewing knowledge, because there's absolutely no point in getting these things later. And sewing looks like where the money's going to be for this production. I have a beautiful face like actors on those TVs. Are you talking about me, or have I missed something? You have a friend going to school at Full Sail University in the States, computer gaming design school, and she's been getting me into game tests lately, and they pay gift cards for that. That's good. It's a good way of... I mean, it's something interesting to do, and if it's the time you can fit in, you get paid for it a little bit, it's nice. A lot of people say I've got the best face for radio. Yeah, that's always a good one. Let me see. Am I going to put this stuff in the chest? I've got plenty of space. I could take a load of straw out and go and make some wicker baskets to sell. Are we out of flaxseed? Is that something? We've got a bit of cabbage seed. Got flax stalk. I must have sold all that then. So the other great production thing. Let me just run off with the manure a minute. I'm just going to make sure I haven't got anything in the barn. It shouldn't be in there, but I will not say that it definitely isn't in there. Ah, craft. Whoop. Wrong one, sorry. REF. That is proper black on the screen. Yeah, it was kind of interesting with the Google stuff. Sometimes it was annoying, because this went on for about a year, 18 months. Because you give feedback on things, and of course it's not just, they're not just going to act on my say-so on something, but then you give this feedback, you give a load of reasons, and you explain why something didn't work, or something wasn't a good idea, and then you see it implemented 3 months later, and you thought, oh, was I the only one, really, who thought that this could have been done better? But it's kind of nice because you get to see how they think about design. It was mostly about like the analytics page for creators and some of the other things and watch pages and things like recommended for you and stuff. And it's kind of nice to have a bit of a say in some of that. You just got the card from your company as a Christmas gift back in 2020. Ah. See, I work for myself. I never give myself gifts. One of the downsides of being self-employed. Well, the upside is that you could give yourself whatever gift you wanted. But I'm a bad boss. Let me see. What have I just made? 60 fertilizer. Put that in there. The flax seed. We have it. Oh, that's importantly there because I've put it there to save. Because we're going to plant all that. The oat grain and the wheat grain and the straw. That's for making animal feed. We don't have a barn worker at the moment, though, do we? I do need staff, so I can set them off making animal feed. Then again, should I do it? It's night time. I need something to craft before I set out, so give me that, and that. And let's see how much animal feed we can craft. And also, did I not pick up the oat grain? I could have sworn I picked up the oat grain. Apparently not. I probably picked up something else by accident. Right then, animal feed. 125. How long does this take? We've got about 2 minutes, 2.5 minutes of animal feed. Give myself a raise. Nothing to give a raise with. Well, it's maybe a bit more now. I wonder if being self-employed is more common in the UK because of universal healthcare. I don't know. It's just well, there's genuine self-employed people, and then there's this, and this isn't a slight at the people who've gone down this route. There are self-employed people who aren't really self-employed, who should be classed as employed. But the companies that they are subcontracting to are scumbags and are trying to navigate around the rules for giving their employees sick pay, holiday pay, pension, and all the other benefits that you get. So, if you're a sole trader, self-employed, you are effectively free to go and work wherever you want and find your own contracts and do stuff. But what's happening in the UK now, and has been going on for like 20 years, is that a company will say, right, well, we're going to give you this job, but we're not going to employ you. You are going to be self-employed and form your own business and send us the invoice every month, but you're not allowed to work for anyone else. And if you take holiday, you won't be getting paid because you're self-employed, and we don't have to pay you sick pay. That's your job. And there's no extra money in it for them. It's just a way of companies getting around this. And this is happening. It's happened in the building industry for years, but it's happening for things like delivery drivers now. A lot of the delivery drivers for local couriers are not actually employed by the courier. they are classed as self-employed. And the companies are saying, well, they're free to take on other work. Well, no, they're not, because you've just banned them from doing more work, or you've got them on 60-hour-a-week contracts. And it happens a lot, and it absolutely sucks. Yeah, Uber did that. Some of the food delivery places, I don't know if Deliveroo was one, but that type of thing. And you're not really self-employed if you're not free to go and work wherever you want or take on whatever contracts you want. So, and that's just a way of companies trying to get out of paying in the UK, national insurance, which goes towards paying for healthcare, like you mentioned, income taxes, what else is there? Pension, employees' pension, all that sort of stuff. And it sucks. It absolutely sucks. That's one of the downsides of being self-employed, is that you don't get paid holiday, and you're only entitled to statutory sick pay, which is terrible in the UK. But of course, if you're running a business, then what you charge your clients and customers has to include things that you would take time off for, or things that you need to pay into, like pensions and stuff. So that's how you work out the rates. But when you're being paid like minimum wage to be self-employed, but can only work for one company, which aren't giving you any of the benefits, that's just taking the piss. It absolutely sucks. The mighty Elasan, greetings everyone, and welcome to the stream. Sorry, maybe come in there when I was having a bit of a preach about something, but yeah, it's been a subject that's really annoyed me for years. So one of my friends got a job with Land Rover. What was he? He was like, he's basically a designer for interior car parts, like dashboards and stuff, and an engineer to go and create them on the not CNC machines, but the plastic moulding or whatever they use anyway. And he got a well-paid job working for them, except that he had to set up his own limited company, but he was only allowed to work for them, and therefore he invoiced them and charged them VAT as if it's going business to business. And it's purely to get around all sorts of income taxes and employee benefits and everything else. And yeah, it's kind of sucks. He wasn't allowed to go and work somewhere else. He had to do these hours, and there's like exclusivity clauses, and he couldn't take his work or his designs or his ideas anywhere else. So he was effectively employed, but had none of the benefits of being employed. So it's a great big fiddle. Health insurance. What, really? Garbage insurance from the marketplace in the US runs about £800 a month. Is that for health insurance? Because that's a lot. Holy crap. Same thing in Germany, cringe. The only difference is you get to put into different workplaces every month by slave companies while getting minimum wage. Yeah, there's a lot of that kind of stuff sucks. Your grandmother once said humanity's end is not by God's hand or a big meteor, but come from humanity's hand itself. Yeah, I think you're probably right with that. And look at the way we're going with things. It's you've also got to, I think I've got to come off social media, because there's so much negative stuff on there that it is just, you just see humanity's end, you think, what's the point? We're not going to make it off this rock, that's for sure, unless something changes. And you do have to hope that there are enough decent people in the world, and enough people with drive willing to make change as well and encourage others. What was I doing? I've just crafted a load of animal feed. I'll put it in here, but I would like to see... I need to check if this stuff goes off, actually, from one season to the next. I never thought about that. I'm hoping it doesn't. 125 animal feed. I actually ran out of straw doing that, believe it or not. So you're telling me I could have made a load more? Do I have any straw in here, or have I taken it all out? 184. I'll put the oat and the rye in here anyway, and we'll consider that, whether that's necessary another time. I've got wheat grain as well. Okay. I think I'm ready to take my first big run of trade goods over. What are we going to do? I've got everything on me. Black stocks for leather, limestone. I don't think I could sell these. We'll save that for now. Stack of wooden bowls. Okay, I don't think I've got that much to sell, actually. because the stuff I've made doesn't weigh an awful lot. Like, look at that. 36 cloth hats and they only weigh 1.8. That's pretty nice. Is that all I've got to sell, though? I thought I had something else. What else did I make? I made something, I'm sure. Oh, shoes. Shoes was the other thing. And 25 pairs of shoes that weigh 3.5 kilos. That's amazing. Right, let's get going. By the time I get there, it should be daylight. I will pick up some food from the store on the way past. That roasted meat doesn't last very long, does it? We'll get water as we go past. I will grab some more scoff. Eggs. 1 egg laid by a rooster. I don't think I want to eat that one. Rot, 27. Flour that we can't use. Can I make... Let me get some different recipes on here, because I've been eating the same crap forever. Where's the kitchen? Meat with gravy. I need onions and roasted meat. Oh, wooden plates. Mushrooms. Mushrooms are probably a no-go because it's going to be a lot of effort to go and gather all the different ones in different seasons. But meat with gravy would work. Gruel. Rye grain in a wooden bowl. Porridge. We need a lot of bowls. I'm trying to find something that I don't need stacks and stacks of bowls to carry around with. Type of cheese looks possible. Soup. Beetroot 3. 35 food, 20 water. Do you know, that's not bad. Maybe I should get some beetroot put in. Let's do that, because my farmer does nothing of any bloody use. Can't see the way out of the kitchen. Right, people are waking up, so I can go and trade. But when does beetroot get planted? Spring? Spring to autumn. The soup would be a good thing to carry around, I think. It's kind of nutritious. I don't need too much of it. Let me put a 40 by 40 field of beetroot in then. That would be kind of cool. Where can we fit it? Probably should be outside the village somewhere. Let's go and take a look in this other direction. Oh, hydrate? Thank you very much. Cheers. Right, where have we got a nice bit of flat land that I can put this? Kind of fit down here, wouldn't it? Field of beetroots next to the orchard. I'll have to bring back the seed. Make sure I've got this cleaned out. Will these nasty sticks grow through? That's the thing I'm kind of worried about. Okay, give me that. Building, farming, field. How do I get this lined up? There's going to be... It's not going to go down there, is it? Oh, I can go over them? Oh, nice. Okay, this is easy then. Easy. Let's make a great big long one. Fits in right next to it. 4 by 10. Yep, 4 by 10. Or I could go 8 by 5. We could have them different directions. No, I'll keep going like that. It keeps it looking nice and neat. Right, field 8. Let's put that straight into beetroot growing. Not actually planted any of these before. We do have some seeds in the store, but I'll just go and buy some more to make sure I've got enough. Where's my village based? It's a lot of flat land. Yeah, it's got some good spots there, Salty McLovin. It is... I'll show you on the map. Oh, actually, you can see here. This is... I'll show you on the proper map. Just let me make sure that that is set, isn't it? And I'll just rename that so I don't forget. Bit of beetroot. Can't beat a bit of pickled beetroot. It is just here. It is growing, actually. It's going to fill in this entire spot here. And I've got a little bit over the river where I've got some wood production going on. And it's a bit of a long run to this place to hand in quests, which is a pain. But it is relatively flat around here. So your employer pays 80% of your family health insurance. Family of 4 equals £2,684 per month. You are kidding me. I can't. That is insane. And it doesn't cover everything. Oof. Yeah, I mean, we get what's thought of as free healthcare, but we do pay for it in taxes and stuff. I mean, I suppose the balancing factor is what you pay in income tax every year. So if you don't end up paying as much income tax, then it balances out. But it's yeah, I suppose. But yes, it's very nice that in this country it's paid. Well, it's free for it's provided for everyone, paid through people's taxes is the way to accurately describe it. I did make a bronze hoe, didn't I? Please tell me I made a bronze hoe. Yes, I did. There it is. Did that not apply a 7? There we go. This better last a long time. I'll be disappointed if this breaks quickly. I like my little network of fields we've got going down out here. It's looking pretty cool. NHS in the UK, it's not broken exactly. It is underfunded, which is the problem, but it's provided very well for me in the past. My wife actually works for the NHS. She's an occupational therapist. But, I mean, we've had our 2 kids there and not ended up with massive bills or anything for private medical care for the births, so it's done very well. I had a wisdom tooth out on the NHS. Needed an operation. The general anaesthetic. So, yep, it's looked after us. Germany, you pay €20 a month and get all the medicine and operations you want. That's pretty good, as long as that covers it. That's a good deal, actually. It's hard to get appointments, but that's partly due to the lack of staff, I suppose, and the underfunding and everything. So it's not that the system is faulty, it's just that it is desperately short of funding, and there's a lot of demand on it. But rather that than paying £2,500 a month for a family of 4, because that sounds a lot. And that doesn't include dental either. Ouch. Okay, I need to get some drinks. We've got that going ahead, so that's fine. I need to come back with beetroot seed. That's all I need to do. So what I am going to do is I'm going to build a road. We actually have a road, don't we? I could follow the road. But I think it'd be kind of cool if I built a road from the edge of my village through all the trees. We'll clear it out. And it will connect up with the main road over here. Should I do that now as we go? Let's see how far we get on this. What's the maximum I can do? We'll do it Roman style, so it's just in a straight line. I'll plonk one down there. Chunk. And then we'll... do I need to turn a bit? I need to make sure I know where I'm going with this. There's no point building a road in a straight line if it doesn't go where I need to. So I'll just cancel that. Yeah, I should probably turn. I should probably turn a bit to go through this way. And we want to go southwestish. Into the wolves. Shall I see if I can kill a wolf with a builder's mallet? It worked pretty damn well against chickens. Smash! That connected. That connected. Come on. I've chased it off. Hang on, I'll use a woodcutter's axe instead. Wolf didn't like the hammer. NHS is not underfunded, it's grossly mismanaged. Well, it's probably mismanaged as well. GPs only work by video because they have... There's too few GPs. And they can't possibly see everyone they need to in a day. And they're only allotted 10-minute appointments. That's not the GP's fault. It's the sheer amount of work that they have to get through. But if you had more GPs, i.e. more funding to pay for more GPs, you'd have more GPs per person. You could more easily get an appointment. So it's all about... It is totally underfunding. For what it has to do, it's underfunded. Management could definitely be better, don't get me wrong. But it is underfunding that's the problem. Let's see. I need to head for that water, don't I? Otherwise I'm going to get stuck here. Where's the roads? Right. I should be hitting a road somewhere. I also think I'm going to struggle to put a road in there between... Oh no, that works. That works between those things. So where is... Where's the village? Let's just cancel this. I need to be heading that way. Alright. Oh, you want some more, do you? Come on then. Come on. Come on, Wolfie. Ha! Whoa! I am dead. I'm dead. I've paused it right at the bit. Yep, I'm dead. Never mind. This is why we need a road where it's nice and safe. So this is from 3 minutes back. So hopefully it won't be too far back down. Come back and Mark gets eaten. Definitely. One of the other issues you've got with GPs, general practitioners in this country, is that a lot of them have been bought out and starting to be taken over by private equity firms, i.e. then run to make money and profit. And then we start to see issues with over prescriptions or the wrong medications, and yes, it starts to become profit driven, not care driven. So we do have an issue with that currently in the UK, where it's heading in that direction. Not always the GP's fault. Right, forget this. Forget this. That was a shot and a half, wasn't it? I sense there's another wolf nearby, though. I'll have that arrow back, please. It's better than messing about with builders' mallets and axes. I was also hoping to hit the stream by now. Oh, is there not a stream in this direction? Oh my god. Okay, we're gonna... I'll come back and complete that road in a bit, because I will otherwise die of thirst if I'm not careful. Thank you, I'll take a copper axe, don't mind if I do. Well, here's the thing about spending. If there's a lack of funding, it's not caused by excessive spending on the military, because that's had severe cutbacks over the last 10 years, and so has public housing. It's been a a sucky time. I guess we've had now about 11 years of just cutbacks since the financial crisis, and all the areas of public spending have been hurt pretty badly. Like the British Army at the moment, it's minuscule compared to if you look at nations. Say if you look at nations like Russia, I mean, Britain's got about 175,000 soldiers, and that's not just like frontline soldiers. That's everything. 200 tanks compared to about 2,500 Russian tanks. I mean, it's relying on being in NATO and standing together. If anything ever happened with Russia or China or heaven forbid anywhere else, but the British Army is hugely underfunded. Everything's hugely underfunded. COVID, of course, hasn't helped. Brexit hasn't helped, but everything. Anyway, let's move on to talking about something more fun and away from anything political and stuff. We can talk about medieval politics. Whereas, what have we got? Feudalism is my favourite quote coming here from Sean Bean in Civilization 6. In democracy, it's your vote that counts. But in feudalism, it's your count that votes. I think that is such a cool saying. I wonder who actually said that, because it won't have been something Sean's written or the game's written. It'll be some other writer. Who have we got then? Let me just get my stamina back while I examine these three people and see who we can accept into our village. Got a possible pair there. She looks dressed for winter. Right. We've got 233.